Her.
Oh my gosh, we are on, we are recording, we are having so much fun. I tried the restream and it works like magic. Hello.
We're 3 minutes early, but who cares?
We're here. All right. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Today is August 31st, the end of August. We're going to step into September very soon, at the end of August 2022. Welcome to ONPASSIVE Spotlight. My name is Julie. I'm coming to you from Orange County, California. My dearest friend and sister. And I said, when I grow up, I want to be like Susie McCoy. Please say hello.
Hello, everyone. Don't put so much pressure on me, Julie, for God's sakes. Hello, everyone. It's Susie McCrae coming to you from Amherst, Massachusetts. And today we have a special guest, my dear friend, Lynn Bach, who is a loyal, committed founder. And she happens to live right down the street from me. So we are in my living room and we're sorry we don't have the backdrop, but we tried it and you could only see one of us. So no backdrop today, but I'm excited to have Lynn here. As you know, Julie and I do Spotlight on Wednesday, and what our goal and our vision is to come on, spotlight a founder that you may not know, or you want that isn't always on all the webinars or on the panel, so you can learn a little bit about them. And then this founder generally will add some value back to Spotlight by giving us some helpful hints, and we'll be talking about that later, or how they do things. And then at the end, you know, we have a little fun with some question of what would you rather. So that's basically why we're here, to spotlight a founder, get to know someone different, and learn about them, learn a few tips, and then have some fun. Right, Julie?
That's right. That's right. We're so glad today to have Lynn here with us. Lynn, if you would please say hello to everyone.
Hello, everyone. I'm Lynn Bach. I'm from Belchertown, Mass. And I am here with Miss Susie and Julie just to have some fun.
There you go.
Let's have some fun. Welcome everyone who's currently watching the Top Dot Live right now. As everyone who's watching right now, you know that every time when we do this live stream is go out to 20 YouTube channels out there. We welcome you on YouTube, Facebook, welcome you. And if you haven't subscribed to that channel, wherever that channel that you're watching from, please be kind and subscribe. Click the bell, letting us know that you're gonna looking forward to see a lot of the live stream. We're so glad today to have Lynn joining us today, and welcome Lynn to ONPASSIVE Spotlight. I do have a few questions to ask you. When did you join ONPASSIVE, and what was it like the very first time you met Ash Mufareh?
Oh, loaded question.
That's a lot. So I joined ONPASSIVE in May of 2020. Miss Susie was one of my patients. I'm a dental hygienist. And she came into the office and was all excited and shared ONPASSIVE, and I immediately joined. So
yeah, it was May. I joined in January. I did tell her about it a little bit before that, and she hesitated a little bit because Lynn and I were in a direct sales business together. She's my dental hygienist, and she liked the products that I was taking. She came on board. So she kind of understood some of the struggles with online marketing. So immediately, you know, once I said, Lynn, you really got to take a look at this.
I finally did.
Yeah. Well, it only took her a few months, but it clicked because she understood.
Yeah.
I think she trusted me because I trust her with my mouth. So
that's right.
Yeah, Lynn probably won't tell you all of the great things about her, but she is one heck of a friend, one heck of a sister to her siblings.
Susie.
Yeah, and a hell of a mom to two unbelievable sons she has that have grown up to such wonderful young men. She's a very special person. And yes, I did invite her to go to Boston in January when we were launching OSAF, because Ash said I could bring along a few friends. So my brother Bob and Lynn went. So
it was a most amazing experience. when we saw Ash, it was like we knew who he was. We all hugged. We just felt like we were like friends forever. It was a crazy feeling. And then every time we went out, like the conversation just happened naturally.
Yes.
It was like, it was crazy. And then when it was over and I had to go home, it's like, my God, part of my heart's missing. It was a weird feeling.
Yes, he definitely overtook us. I mean, we had so much, my favorite F word, fun, F-U-N. And part of that is because the Mufara family welcomed us with open arms and made it so comfortable. And like Lynn said, it was like we knew each other. His children adored Lynn, and it was just,
They were so adorable. And his wife's beautiful.
yeah, a beautiful person, all of it. And we like I said, we had a lot of fun, but I think Lynn and I feel the same way. When we had to say goodbye, we were crying. We couldn't wait to see them again.
So now, like, every time I see him on webinars, it's like, oh my God, there's Ash. I met him, I hugged on him, I smelled him, as Susie would
Yeah,
say.
you sniffed him, yeah, and he passed the test. Yeah, but he passed the test. But the other thing too is that, and Lynn and I have talked about this, and I think I've said it before. And I know she's shy talking sometimes, so you know I'm going to fill in the blanks. We both agree about Ash that no matter what, we would be his friend, whether he was the creator and CEO of ONPASSIVE, whether or not he invited us to Boston and spoiled us, which he did. There is something so special about that man and his energy and the way his being is. When you're around him, all of a sudden it's electrifying and it's like a drug.
And you are so comfortable.
And you're hooked
very
to him.
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And you don't want that day to end. I mean, I think we're up till 1 o'clock in the morning, like almost every night we were there. It was insane. And his kids were up that late and they were perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, they were so cute. They were perfect.
It was a perfect weekend, as we say.
Right. You know what? The amazing thing is that he makes everyone feels special. Like he does, spending the time with, when you actually sit down and break bread with him.
Yeah, he'll ask you
comfortable.
Exactly.
And special.
He wants to learn about everybody and what our dreams are. And it was just very comfortable.
Yeah, we didn't talk a lot about the business. It was more about family, things that were important to us. And I just want to mention Lynn is humble, as I said, but she's a dedicated founder. She was up against some family members who were kind of like, but she still forged ahead. She invited people. She caught the vision. She knows she has been steadfast in her belief. And, she's just one of those, as we say, diamond in the rough. Who's dedicated there, comes to the webinars, and has just done an excellent job at being a representative of ONPASSIVE as a founder.
That's so lovely. That's so lovely. Do you know, Lynn, every time when Susie and I are talking on the phone, she always mentioned my friend Lynn and I. It's always like my friend Lynn and I. So there is a special friendship relationship between both of you. Now I'm going to ask both of you, what are some of the craziest memories that you guys have?
Well, we can't tell some.
Okay, well, whatever you can.
Well, when we were in direct sales together, we went to Las Vegas and we had fun.
Oh, it was a blast.
The thing is Lynn's talking about how comfortable it is to be with Ash. Now, I have a few people that I am so comfortable with. She's one of them. As a matter of fact, I usually like to have my own hotel room when I travel. I'm very I want my privacy, but I never mind sharing a room with Lynn. So we've done that before, and we're going to Romola. Hodis is having an event in Florida, and right away, are you going? We're on the same flight. We're sitting next to each other. We're travel buddies. we
And
got
I'm gonna
a,
be
we
hotel
got a
buddies.
room, a hotel. I'm like, oh, maybe. And I'm like, no, it's Lynn. So, as far as funny and crazy things we've done together, I mean, Lynn has such a sense of humor, and we laugh because, we find people interesting. And Lynn is very much like a lot of founders and like our CEO, Ash, that she looks at the good in people, and welcomes them in, but also looks at the oddities in people. And she also sees the oddity in herself and in me, and she embraces it instead of having it trouble her. So we have had many,
Well,
many.
Susie's fun to be with. She's
Oh,
silly
I'm sure.
all the
I'm
time.
sure. She's the ones that start the word F.
Yeah, well, you should see she speaks my teeth. It takes forever because we're talking
I have to like
the whole time.
double time with her.
Yeah, but she's good. She's a tough hygienist, so I got to tell you, she keeps me on my toes. But yeah, it's good. And I think, speaking to all the founders watching this, and if you're not a founder, I mean, you might be a little jealous, but there's so many founders out there that do have a friend that they're comfortable with, that they can rely on, that they're on this journey with. And I'm just so glad. We both have significant others, yet we are like in this together, doing, having fun with it.
Oh, I love it. I love it because, like I said, every time when I'm on the phone with Susie, she always refer my friend Lynn and I every single time. So it's good. Now that I know both of your relations, like, your friendship, relationship, or sisterhood. Lynn, I see you on webinars all the time. I see you on our live. Every time when I see live, I see your face. And you are one of the diamond in the rough behind the scene. But you are a mom. You are also in profession. You are also the dental hygienist. And I know Susie loves to come see you every time. Let's move to that topic. And Susie, I know you have a lot of questions that you want to ask Lynn, hopefully to have the listener understand and helping the founders as well. So
exactly. And before we get to that, the other thing Lynn and I discussed, and when we were with Ash, we discussed this, and I think this is important. Ash went around the table to some of us who were there and wanted to know, who did we want to help? What was our dream to help people? And of course, mine was more the elderly, their caregivers. And Lynn has big dreams for autistic children and their family, to create a group home that has everything they need, and for people not to worry about money. So Ash went around and we were all talking about it, and Ash kind of tied it all together, that we are all, as founders, in this for a very important reason. And that important reason is for the underserved, for maybe the fragile people in society that we have a responsibility to help. So Lynn and I, some of our conversations are, I talk about what I'm planning. She talks about her plans. We get so excited about it. She has big dreams. We each tell each other, keep dreaming bigger, because this woman is going to make it happen locally here.
Oh, I'm going to make it happen.
Yeah, and she's going to help a lot.
I'm ready already.
Yeah, she's ready. So she's going to do it, and she has a heart of gold, and I know she's going to do it. So anyway, part of Spotlight is to talk about health and happiness. And we've been talking about different things. We had my sister Tish on. We talked about stress, distractions, all different things. Hydration last time. But because Lynn's on, we'd like to talk a little bit about dental health. And the reason we kind of do this is we're adding a little value to our audience. Yes, of course, a lot of people may already know this kind of stuff, but it's also a friendly reminder, because as founders, we are in a position where we will be able to make sure we are taking care of ourselves. We're representatives of the company, and Lynn has extensive knowledge in dental hygiene and dental care. I know she's helped me tremendously. with my dental care. Yeah, she's a taskmaster, but she's very, very pleased with my teeth. But anyway, Lynn, we want maybe what kind of tips can you help the viewers with? There may be people who have no teeth. There may be people with missing teeth. There may be people who are afraid to go to the dentist, or their teeth are bothering them and they just don't take that next step. So what are some of the key things that you can give to the audience to maybe get them inspired to do something?
Well, I think the most important thing is going to the dentist every 6 months, because once you establish that relationship with your hygienist, she's gonna, or he's going to work with you on creating a healthy mouth. I mean, I have so many patients that come in that haven't been to the dentist in years and they are petrified. And you just treat them like everybody else, you know, and just have a good heart and help them through it. At my practice, we have CBD oil that we give our patients to relax them. We have heated eye masks. We do paraffin treatments on their hands, and they really get relaxed. And then we can, you know, start my work. And I'm finding patients really, really like that.
So Lynn, do you get patients who come in and say, I've been bad?
Oh, every time.
Yeah.
All my patients.
Yeah. And I think what you're saying is so important. You have to find someone you're comfortable with.
Yes.
Because
yes.
if you have someone who's going to be lecturing you or whatever, and I think that's what people say. They say it in the doctor's office too, I've been bad.
Yep.
Yeah. So you get a lot of that.
Oh, I get a lot of that. And I don't tell, oh, I can tell you're not flossing. I'm not that kind of hygienist. When I'm doing my work, I will demonstrate, you know what, let's try flossing this way. I'm not sure how you've been doing it, but this way is going to work better and you're going to have better success. I'm a huge electric toothbrush person. I think
she bought me a new one.
It works 5 times better than a manual toothbrush. And I see a lot of my patients' oral health improving using that.
How long should one use the electric? Because I use them too. I love them rather than the other one. How long should you brush your teeth? I think that's a really important one.
3 minutes twice a day.
So,
but your most important time, honestly, if you brush before, but I shouldn't be saying this on TV, but if you brush every night and you do a really great job, 3 minutes, that's really all you need. But
I have
twice a day.
I have a confession
You have to
to
be
make.
what's your
I have a
confession?
confession to make. I have a whole routine at night. The flossing, the rinsing, 3+ minutes. I have a mouth guard. I sanitize it. I don't always brush in the morning. Okay, so I'm glad you're telling us this. I'm going to confession here. Sometimes I do, but sometimes I don't. Maybe after coffee I do, but that's good to know. But Lynn, what are the consequences if people neglect going? And we're not here to scare anyone, but a lot of people may not understand the bacteria in their mouth and what that can affect.
Oh, absolutely. It will cause periodontal disease. You know, it will destroy the bone in your mouth that holds your teeth into place. So it's really important to remove the bacteria, the plaque, the calculus from underneath your gums. So
can it affect their hearts?
Absolutely. You can end up having heart conditions, diabetes. So not
diabetes,
having
really?
Diabetes, yes. So not having good oral health can affect your whole body. Absolutely.
Do you have
especially your digestive system also? If you don't take care of your teeth and you don't chew it well.
When you have patients come in and we honestly do have a lot who have never been to the dentist, and you see how they have heart issues.
Yeah.
And diabetes.
So what do you recommend for a good mouthwash?
Salt water.
Salt water. Listen to that.
I was going to ask you
How much does that cost?
0.
So warm salt water.
Warm salt water.
Rinse your mouth with warm salt water.
What kind of toothpaste what are the ingredients in the toothpaste should you look for?
Well, you should use a toothpaste that's ADA approved, American Dental Association. They have the right amount of fluoride that's in the toothpaste. You do have some people who
Are
are
against
against
fluoride.
fluoride,
Yeah.
but you see a lot of them, they have a lot of decay and a lot of issues. So, I mean,
So one of the things Lynn did early on before I was, I took care of my teeth and I got a little lax and then I had braces and I got a little lax. But Lynn does that little test on your gum line where they take that pointy thing and they're
a
like
probe.
a probe and they're
And
like
you measure the pocket readings.
1, 2, 3, 4, 4. And I knew when she was saying fours that was trouble or whatever. But so for those of you watching, that's like an important thing to do because this was probably 10 or 12 years ago, or maybe, around then, that Lynn actually did that. And then I had 2 special appointments that really, they didn't do it all at once. And you know what? It didn't hurt. It didn't bother me, but my gum and dental health has improved so much from that. It was like a periodontal cleanse.
Probing. Yep. We did scaling root planing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
So it's important because
I know
And then you follow up, you kept coming back and
Yeah.
then, you teach a little bit more and
yeah.
now you,
Okay.
look how pink they are.
So I have to ask this questions because this is my weakness, right? I love chewing eyes.
You like what?
I love chewing eyes, like,
Oh.
chew on eyes.
Oh,
That's my weakness.
That's
If
bad.
I was to
You're
chew
gonna
ice
break,
water.
you're gonna break some teeth.
well, she told me I got to wear my mouth guard every night. If not, I'm going to be in trouble. Stop chewing it. I don't chew gum anymore either.
No, I don't chew gum either.
Yeah.
But that's my weakness. That's why I drink warm water. You see that? That's my way out of chewing eyes. I
Yeah.
drink warm water. So in the hot day like summer, but usually. Lynn, it's so good to have you and thank you so much for some of those tips. What are the actions that we should talk to the viewer today? How do they, one of the things that you brought up is to rinse your mouth with warm salt water. I love that, and that's what I do too.
Easy peasy.
What are the routine as a dental hygienist? You have to recommend, that's what mine did. You recommend your patient what to do, steps, what to do. Would you kind of give us the steps that you would recommend your patients to from now on?
Oh, absolutely. I recommend every night before bed. That's the most important time to brush your teeth because you're going to bed with all that bacteria on your teeth. And that's what's going to cause the gingivitis, the tooth decay. So brush your teeth for a good 3 minutes, massage your gums, do a nice floss job up and down on each side of each tooth. And if you're bleeding, rinse some warm salt water. If you don't have much bleeding, you're okay. You don't need to rinse.
I learned with the flossing too, it's like you don't have to like jam it up or whatever. It's more go up and pull on both sides. I have 2 implants and I know how to go up and cross it over and do that. And I think a lot of the things we talk about, Julie and Lynn, is habit.
Yes.
Creating good habit. Yeah.
You develop a habit where I can't go to bed until I do this, you'll do it. And I think I know we had done this before a while back. Lynn and I had done some health and wellness stuff. Just start off flossing a few teeth at night if you haven't already. Don't try, they say, how do you eat an elephant? 1 bite at a time. So don't think, oh my God, I've got to do this, this, and this. Just start off, follow a few steps. Let us know how you're doing with those steps, and then find someone you feel comfortable with. And I think it's important when you go to a dentist, if you haven't been, you say, I'm a little nervous. I have neglected coming, but I'm willing to start fresh. And as founders, we all want to have beautiful smiles so we can eat all that brain food, as Ash calls it. And be proud of your smile, because that's a horrible thing, if you're kind of hiding things. So I think, well, you can all come up to Massachusetts and Lynn will take care of you, but find someone you trust.
That actually lead me into the final questions because of our time. But how do one knows what a good dental hygienist to look for? Like if I was to go out right now, go to my dentist, but I'm not certain, be comfortable with it. What kind of qualities should we look for in a dental hygienist?
Well, definitely someone that's going to sit and talk with you, have a positive interaction with you, not lecture you. Just make them feel like comfortable.
It's like instead of
Knowledge.
transactional, relational, which we
Yes.
talk about that.
having
I've
that,
talked about
having
that.
that connection and being positive.
Exactly. And Ash was talking about it last night on the other webinar. ONPASSIVE is not a transactional business. It's a relational business.
Mhm.
And having someone who's not going to scold you. If they do, leave and go find someone else.
And those relationships are fun. I mean, I don't just sit there and clean their teeth. I talk, I know their lives, I know their personal lives. Actually, I feel like I'm a therapist. It's fun.
FUN.
That's right. All right. So we're going to have, oh, sorry, I didn't catch that.
Oh, I said it's fun. FUN.
Perfect. Because you know how Zoom is. It's kind of like we kind of step on each other's toe. I'm apologize for that.
That's okay.
Because I hear the blink. So I'm like, okay. And then I watch your mouth was moving. So I'm like, oops. We're going to move on to the next topic. I know Susie is preparing something really fun for both of us and also the viewer as well. So Susie.
As you know, I don't know why I get a kick out of this, but who cares? It's Julie and I's spotlight. We can do whatever the heck we want to do.
It's called Susie's comedy show.
Yeah. What would you rather choose? Okay, so Lynn's in the hot seat. We're going to ask her a question, and then Julie and I will give our answers too. So Lynn, I'm going to offer you two choices. You choose one or the other. You can't say no. And then you have to give us the reason, which is the fun part, as to why you chose the one you chose.
Okay.
We ready?
We're ready.
Would you rather have a very long chin or a very tall forehead?
Well, I think I would rather have a very tall forehead because I can have bangs and cover it.
All righty. That's a good answer. Julie.
I would too. Because, not only that I have bang, but I can do a lot of things, but then it's a brain that growing inside of it. I love that.
So let's throw a twist into this.
Okay.
No bangs.
No bangs.
You're not allowed
to have a tall
to do
forehead.
the forehead.
Me too.
Yeah.
I want people dragging me with their chin.
So I'm thinking it could be like, I could be like rubbing my chin and like looking like I had a lot of wisdom if I had a big, long chin.
I could see that.
No.
And a long chin might hide a double chin. I'm going to go
double neck.
A double neck. I'm going to go with the long chin because that, it might be a little interesting. And people would say, who's that girl with the long chin? So Julie says forehead. Lynn says forehead. I say chin. What do the viewers say? Put it in the comments and give us your reason why.
Yes.
That was a very.
I think I'm going to start seeing Susie doing this every time we see each other.
Tomorrow on the corporate webinar.
We'll all be like this.
If I do this,
You're doing this.
in the chat. Okay. Oh, what fun this has been. I
Thank
can't
you.
believe we had Lynn on. And Lynn is packing her bags. We're going to Florida November 2nd.
It's gonna be a blast.
The event's the 3rd. It's listed in the back office under updates. Oh, leaders. Romola had me post it there. Go ahead and RSVP. We are going to have some FUN in Florida.
Oh, I can't wait to that. With both of you in the room together.
We're trying to get my brother Bob to go so we can have
yeah.
a Boston reunion.
Right. And we're going to bring Bob on next time. So
Gotta call Bob. Oh, yes. call
Oh,
Bob.
that'll be a good one.
Yeah, Bob will be a
Be a
good
good
one.
one. Love to get to know Bob also. Everyone, thank you so much for watching on
Thank you.
Passive Spotlight. We have so much fun being here. Thank you, Lynn, for your time being here with us. So we got 4 minutes left. What is the takeaway, the action that our viewers should take based on our conversation today? The one that I remember, and I'm still doing it, is to rinse your mouth at night with warm salt water. Susie and
brush your
brush
teeth
for
for
3
3
minutes.
that's right.
Go make an appointment and go to the dentist every 6 months. Now, Lynn, how often should people be replacing their toothbrush?
Toothbrushes, they say every 3 months, but once the bristles start to bend, that's when you really should replace them.
And Lynn says the other tip is the electronic is
Oh.
better. Do you have one you prefer? Like the
No,
one you,
I like Sonicare and I like Oral-B, depends on the patient. So that's how I decide which one they're gonna use.
firm or soft?
Soft, never firm.
Oh,
Really?
really? That's good
Yes.
to know.
Always
Why?
firm causes damage to your gums.
I did.
Ah.
Yeah,
But
you
you
got
have the Sonicare, so yours is soft.
it. Okay. She took care
I
of me.
do- Yeah,
That's what-
I have one
We
too,
can
so
share.
it's good. Perfect, perfect.
Right.
Well, everyone know there are countless founders of ONPASSIVE. There are many of us saying, we'll wait till the apple comes, we're gonna take better care of our teeth. Some of us even said, we're gonna get implants and all that stuff. I think that would be another subject when we have Lynn back to talk about
Absolutely.
another on
She'll
that
come
part.
back again and talk about that, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think
And-
that's something that I
And
need.
the dentist she works for is also a founder.
She is.
Maybe next time when we can have both of you
can
coming
have
back,
both of
That'd
you.
be great.
She's a wonderful.
because
Yes.
I think it would be nice, because I do know that there's founders out there saying, should I get this implant in this line, not this and that. I think that would be another good topic for us to cover, because a lot of these conversations that we have, I know some of our founders will take the tips and go do it. It's really important today, everyone. Take care of your oral health. And that's why we have
Because
these-
it can also affect your heart,
Right.
diabetes, your digestion,
Mhm.
the way you taste food, just sinuses, all of it. So yeah, take that first step.
All right. Thank you so much, Lynn, for being here with us.
Having
We
me.
love you. We love
Thank
you. I can't wait to meet you. Hopefully, I'll
will.
see you in
Same.
Florida.
She's
That would
gonna
be
come down.
great.
Yeah, you can come stay
Yes.
with us. We've got a big room.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. All
Hopefully,
right.
we'll see you. For everyone who's watching us in California, October 2nd, we're going to have another meet up together. It's going to be so much fun. So we're planning that, and we'll put that out there for everyone. Everyone, there are events are happening nowadays. So check the back office. Florida, California, Canada, everywhere around the world, there's going to be events happen. And we are so looking forward to see you in person. Lynn, thank you so much for being
Thank you,
here.
Thank you.
And we'll see all the founders tomorrow on the private founders
Yes.
only corporate webinar, 3 p.m. Eastern time. Ash Mufara has sent out invitations. It's going to be fun, and I'll be there with Julie and Red, and we'll be welcoming everybody to get some updates on ONPASSIVE.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Susie, for
Thank you.
reminding us of
Bye.
that. We appreciate everyone on all YouTube and Facebook. We love you. Take care of yourself. I think there's a webinar tonight with a winner. So check back in your back office. And the link for tomorrow has already posted. I posted an update. So you should have no problems to get in the meeting tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Thank you, Lynn. It was nice seeing you
you.
on here.
Nice meeting
Love
you.
you all.
Bye. She's gonna stop it.